Yes. Okay. Amazing, right? So this video is about how to overcome stress, like even small, crazy stress, right? That can pile up, and that's what happened to me in my trip here in Tanzania. I was facing a lot of difficulties at the same time. Just hit like sometimes every one of these difficulties just hits at the same time, like hits like a wave, right? So for me, yesterday there was something happening in my team. There was someone who was like having a lot of difficulties. That's one thing. My sister needed my help because my there was some family related things where she received a message and I was like, wow, okay, this even surprises me. Wow, 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 what is going on here, right? Um, what more? I went into a cafe and because I had an appointment with someone, right? I was supposedly having an appointment with somebody, and then I went into the cafe and I was like, okay, let me just chill. Let me just chill here for a minute, and then I'm like telling the barista, telling this person like, hey, let me just have a water, right? Because that is how I always do, right? Let me have a water, whatever, right? And then barista is like, no, 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 you cannot just order drinks. You need to order food too. And I was like, what? Really? I was like, oh, come on, man, really? Uh, and then I was like, come on, I'm only gonna sit here for a short time. I understand you have a business. And then they kind of like refused to serve me, even though I was ready to just buy this water, right? And they couldn't even give me the water. What is it? What's okay? They could, but then I have to. I rather want to just sit there and chill. Sit there and chill just for some time. So and there were some other things happening as well. Where, for example, also when I couldn't find my cord, I couldn't find my lightning cable. So it's small things, right? But then still I was like, oh, I got stressed. And also the person that I have to meet didn't show up. So it's like, oh, so it's all these things. So it's like our egos are hurt. Our ego is hurt and it's in pain, and that's why instead of like letting go, instead of like, okay, fair enough, I cannot find my cord. Okay, fair enough. Okay, what are the good things? The good things, and it's all about awareness. Like, okay, there's all these things happening. It's not the end of the world. We can still survive. We can still work. We can still produce beautiful, amazing content. We can still do all that, right? We can still serve our people. We can still go get by. We can still be happy, right? But then all these things, like when we pay too much attention to all these things, because there was some good things happening too. I was hiring this guy who was just driving me around. We had a great time, and he was like, wow, okay, this guy is the ideal guy. And we saw so many places. He showed me so many areas. And there was also this huge win, which was like we went into this hotel, and it was Marriott's actually. And Marriott's, they're a little bit strict. You cannot in Dar es Salaam, you cannot really enter the garden. So I'm very very happy that my, how can I say, my talking gifts, my talking capabilities, my talking skills really really went up a notch. It's like, wow, this experience is crazy, because the thing that happened was that we wanted to go into Marriott, we wanted to go into the garden, record or shoot some videos, that only for like 5-10 minutes. That's the thing, right? We wanted to do that, nothing more than that. We didn't want to hang out there. We don't want to chill there. We didn't want to make a full video like that I'm doing right now. And then we go to the front desk and they're like very skeptical. They're like, nah, you cannot really go there. We cannot really allow you. And then I just start to talk. I start to talk and like, what is all this about? Is we only going there for 5-10 minutes? Of course, okay. It's like you don't need, like, if you can talk, I think it's fair. If you can negotiate and talk, it is fair, right? Because you're following yourself. You're not doing anything wrong. So that's what I did here. It's like, hey, you just want to go to the garden for 5-10 minutes. Is it all right? And they're like, nah, you cannot do that. And I was like, come on, it's only 5-10 minutes. Like, what's the harm in that? Like, how can you charge so? And they wanted to charge us a lot. Like $15, $30 to go into this garden area in Hotel Marriott. The swimming pool. Okay, it looks beautiful, really, really nice. Like, wow, 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 wow. But $30, it's not even that big. That's like a bit too much. um, like $10, okay, fair play, right? Because it's not even that you get a drink for free, or if you get a drink for free, fair. So we're like, come on, like it's only a garden, come on, we like visit us, maybe we like it. I'm here to experience your beautiful country, your nation, and come on, like it never happens in Europe, you know. There are said some other things. It's just like, why do you charge for everything like that? Okay, you know, if you can talk yourself out of it, like talk yourself and get things, you know, like, why not? Why not? Why shouldn't you not? Why shouldn't you not do it? Right? Why shouldn't you do it? That is the right way to say it. And then they're like, yeah, okay, because I kept like talking like that, and then they're like, talk with that girl who is allowing, you know. And then we would talk with her. With that one, I just felt because these two people they had like kind of like down energy, you know, it was low energy. That's why it took a long time, and I was almost about to give up, you know. And then there was this other lady who was like, her energy was much better, significantly better, smiling and all that. These other guys, they didn't even smile. That was the crazy part. Okay. Anyways, so we went there to this other girl who was there in the garden, and then she kind of let us in. Like I was like, come on, we're only gonna be there 5-10 minutes. Negotiated a little bit, and then I was like, 5-10 minutes. Come on, you cannot charge us money for that. Okay, like come on, come on, come on. You know, it's a small garden. We just want to check it out. Maybe we can invest. You know, maybe I will remember this place. You know, I'm like, wow, it's such a good customer care service. You know, maybe I'll come back here, right? Um, yeah. So so that's pretty much it. You know, that's pretty much it. Um, and then she allowed us access. And I was like, wow, that was a victory. You know, that was a victory. It's just like wow, wow, wow. This is one of the highlights. You know, like you negotiate to talk and you go through this different levers of like, okay, this is how. This is something I can apply. You know, to help people in need, who's like not convinced. Just like wow, and my friend was like also like wow, wow, wow. Okay, okay, I see what you meant about talking and stuff like that, right? It was like wow, that was amazing, you know. Anyways, I just wanted to share that story. Like, don't take a no for a no, you know. Don't, and also let go of all these small things. You know, think of the positive thing, think of the positive intention. Because when I went into the garden, we took a lot of videos, and I even got a business connection. I just approached somebody who was in business, and then wow, she was like, hey, I can use some therapy, or my husband can use some therapy, blah blah blah. Nice, right? That was beautiful. You know, somebody very kind, very chill, very down to earth, decent. Like yes, bonus man, bonus, bonus, bonus. And then we went out. So beautiful, so amazing. Yeah, so that's the story. You know, think about the positive intention on the good, amazing things that all already happen in that same day when you're facing difficulties, right? And also when you're facing difficulties, okay, what is the positive intention behind that? For example, the lightning cord, the positive intention is that I wanted to be online, I wanted to connect, I wanted to be connected all the time, all right, and also I wanted to make this trip smooth for me, you know, so I don't have all these headaches, you know. Also, the other thing is that okay, it is another challenge from God, universe. That okay, now I can actually fix this. I can fix it. Blah blah. Blah, okay. So yeah, that's that's all about it. You know, that's everything.